So my question for you today is, how do you respond to your dream? How do you respond to your vision? Because the way you respond to your dreams, to your visions, to your plan, the way you respond to your ideas will determine whether it will become a reality or not. There is no human being on earth that doesn't like to be associated with success. What are you doing to succeed? And what is success? Success is not all about having all the money in the world. Success is not about being the richest man or being the richest woman in the world. But success is contentment. Success is having contentment and enjoying God's peace in all that you do. Another question for you: are you feeding your dream or are you ignoring it? Are you responding to your dream or are you restraining it? If people are still telling you what to do, then that is not your dream, that is not your vision, and that is not your gift. If it is truly your dream, it will be all you can think about, because it will revolve around your mind. It will be what is constantly on your mind. So you've got to discover that thing that you want to do without being told. And once you've discovered it, you've got to work towards it diligently. The Bible says, and God blessed Joseph in all that he did. Not all that he thought, not all that he talked about, but in all that he did. You've got to be doing something. You've got to be doing something for God to have something to bless. Has God given you something to dream about? God gave Abraham something to dream about, that one day he was going to become the father of many nations. And Abraham responded with faith and belief. Let's look at David. God also gave David something to dream about. He was going to become the king of Israel. He was going to be a leader to great armies and warriors. He was going to be a shepherd to nations. And how did David respond? David responded by continually and constantly practicing shepherding the sheep. He was practicing by killing the lion and the bear. He was a shepherd for the sheep, and then he became a ruler of men. He used his protecting skills of looking after the sheep to be an extraordinary king by protecting the people of Israel. He used his fighting skills on the lion and on the bear and on Goliath. And he became the frontman and leader of Israel's greatest army and warriors. Let's go back to Abraham. Genesis 24 verse 1. I'm reading from the Good News Translation. The Bible says that, and God blessed Abraham in all that he did. Emphasis on all that he did. You've got to be doing something towards your dream. You've got to be doing something to achieve that dream. You've got to be doing something to achieve that purpose. You have to be doing something to make that vision a reality. You've got to be doing something to make that dream come true. Because God is not going to bless nothing. He's going to bless something. So you've got to have something for God to bless. Let's also look at Joseph. Joseph had a dream. He was going to be in a position of great leadership. And how did Joseph respond? He responded by trust. He responded by trusting God through the pit and through the prison, until Joseph finally got to the palace. How you respond to your dream determines whether it will become a reality or not. You've got to respond correctly. You've got to respond confidently. You've got to respond with trust and faith and belief and determination. And you've got to have the willingness to pursue that dream. Genesis 39 verse 3. And the Lord gave Joseph success in all that he did. God made everything that he did to prosper. Not everything that he said, not everything that he talked about, not everything that he thought, but everything that he did. You've got to be doing something. You can't just have a dream and do nothing about it. If not, what is God going to bless? God needs something to bless. So when God is about to pour out his blessing upon you, you've got to have something in your hand. What is that dream, vision, and desire that God has placed within you? You've got to do something about it. And I pray that the wisdom of God will guide you in all that you do and take you a step closer to fulfilling God's purpose for your life. I pray that God's wisdom will take you a step closer to reaching your destiny. If it's your dream, it's your dream, because you will get to a point that you are convinced beyond every reasonable doubt that this is what your purpose in life is. You will get to a point whereby you know that this is what you are called to do. You will get to a point in your life where you will know that this is what you are made for. That conviction in you will be so great that if you do not do anything about it, you become frustrated. And why are you frustrated? You are frustrated because you know that there is more within you. You are frustrated because you know that you are more than this. You are frustrated because you know that there's something that you should be doing that you are not doing. You may not be where you want to be right now, but you've got to be doing something to get there. You can't just snap your fingers and you find yourself in a place where you want to be. No, you've got to be doing something to get there. It is a process. Achieving your dream, it's a process and it's a journey that you have to take consistently. You may not be where you want to be, but you are not where you used to be because you are doing something about your dream. And each time you do something about your dream, you are taking a step closer to where you are supposed to be. You can't just have a dream and do nothing about it. You've got to be doing something to make sure that your dream becomes a reality. Little efforts is still effort. Baby steps is still a step. I'm going to end my message today with this. So many times, people try to explain, advise, interrogate, disable, and sometimes silence your dream. But you cannot afford to listen to anybody's voice except God's voice. If there's any voice you should be listening to about your dream, it should be God's voice, because it is your dream, not theirs. People may try to say all manner of things about your dream, but they did not give you that dream. God did. God did not give them that dream. He gave you that dream. Why did God give you that dream and not them? Because you can handle it and they cannot. So don't let people take your dream away. If you let other people handle your dream for you, you will lose that dream. You can't afford to lose your dream. Don't let the voice of people drown the voice of God in your heart. If there's any voice that you should listen to, it should be the voice of the one who gave you that dream. If God has put a dream in your heart, then you've got to listen to his voice and wait for his direction. Let him lead you towards your dream. People may try to get involved, but you've got to listen to the ultimate voice. You've got to allow God to direct you. You've got to listen to God's voice and do not let the voice of people drown God's voice in your life. Dream, dream, dream. A lot of people dream, but your dream will become nothing if you do not do something about it. Has God given you a dream? Then you've got to be doing something about it so that God will have something in your hands that he can bless you with.